My name's Miss Katie, and I'm so glad you joined us again this week. This week, we're going to, again, do lots of fun things. We're going to read a couple stories. We're going to sing some songs and do a couple rhymes. I have a new rhyme for you, and it has a lot of fun hand motions, so I'm excited to do that. But let's just jump right in and get started. Do you remember that we start with our The More You Get Together song? You do? Great. And do you remember our sign language that we learned? You remember the signs? Oh, have you been practicing? Great, I'm so glad. All right, here we go. The more you get together. Here we are. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. You guys did such a great job. That was so awesome. Good job. All right, do you remember our next time? Do you remember our next part? The read together? All right, let's do that one. Here we are. The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your stories are my stories and my stories are your stories. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. Good job, everyone. Great job. Great remembering. I bet you were practicing this week. You were? Fantastic job. All right, what's next? Let's warm up our hands. A little clapping, a little slapping. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Here we go. Start our beat off. Ready? Here we go. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quiet as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loud as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as high as we can. Get way up on our tippy toes. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as low as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slow as we can. Hello. Oh, that was so slow. I think a turtle passed you. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as fast as we can. Hello. Hello. Oh, so fast. Didn't even hear it. It was so fast. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as nice as we can. Hello, everyone. And again, welcome back to Online Family Story Time. My name's Miss Katie, and I'm so glad you came. Now, let's not beat around the bush anymore. Let's see what the mail carrier brought. Who has a guess for what letter it is this week? Oh, those are some good guesses. I might have heard someone guess it. We'll have to see. Last week, we did the letter P. And the week before that, C. And then S was our first letter. So let's see what the mail carrier brought today. There's some clues in here. First, there's a big brown bear. Ooh, big brown bear. Good first clue. It's a piece of bread with butter on it, just like our rhyme we just did. Bread and butter? Huh. All right, that one's not going to stick to my board, but that's a good clue. And here in hops a little bunny. A bunny, bunny, bunny. Yes, it's also called a rabbit, but today we're calling it a bunny rabbit. So a bunny to go with our letter, our theme. And we have a fun little song that will have a bunny in it later too, I think. So we're calling it a bunny today. All right, so with all those clues, I bet you figured it out because you're all so very smart. All right, on the count of 3, I'm going to pull it out and we're going to say it together, all right? 1, 2, 3, B! It's the letter B! Oh, what a fun letter. It's so fun to say. B. So many fun things start with B's. Big brown bears, bunny rabbits, bread, butter. What else starts with B? Bubbles, bees, the buzz bumblebees. Yeah, there's so many fun things that start with B. So we're going to read all about B in our first book. But first, let's put the B on our letter tree. Our B is hung up on the letter tree, so now let's sing our song. Do you remember? The alphabet song, right? Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Great job, everyone. Great ABC song. That was fantastic. All right, are you ready for our first book of the day? Me too. I'm excited to see what it is. Our first B book this week is called The Berenstain's B Book. And that's by Stan and Jan Berenstain. Berenstain Bear books were some of my favorite growing up, and they're still some of my favorite because they're just so fun to read. Let's start. Big, brown, big brown bear. Yeah, just like our clue. Big brown bear, blue bull. Big brown bear, blue bull, beautiful baboon. Big brown bear, blue bull, beautiful baboon, blowing bubbles. Big brown bear, blue bull, beautiful baboon, blowing bubbles, biking backward. I have a feeling this is going to turn into quite a tongue twister. Big brown bear, blue bull, beautiful baboon, blowing bubbles, biking backwards. Bump. Bam! Big brown bear, blue bull, beautiful baboon, blowing bubbles, biking backward. Bump, black bugs, banana boxes. Oh no, the black bugs, banana boxes got bumped. Oh no! Bop. Big brown bear, blue bull, beautiful baboon, blowing bubbles, biking backward, bump black bugs, banana boxes, and Billy Bunny's bread basket. Ooh. Big brown bear, blue bull, beautiful baboon, blowing bubbles, biking backward, bump black bugs, banana boxes, and Billy Bunny's bread basket, and bonk, Brother Bob's baseball bus. Oop, there goes all the baseball players. Boom. Uh-oh, here we go. Big brown bear, blue bull, beautiful baboon, blowing bubbles, biking backward, bump Black Bug's banana boxes, and Billy Bunny's bread basket, and Brother Bob's baseball bus, and Buster Beagle's banjo, bagpipe, bugle band. Whew. And that's what broke Baby Bird's balloon. The end. Isn't that a fun and silly book? I love this book. It's so fun to say all those B words together. But it's quite a tongue twister. Do you know what a tongue twister is? It's when you say something and it gets your tongue all twisted up. And it's hard to say things. So you gotta slow down and untwist it. Now it's time for our song, Little Bunny Foo-Foo. Now, Little Bunny Foo-Foo was a naughty little bunny, and he's not very nice to field mice. So a good fairy comes and teaches him a lesson. Now, this song has some hand motions, and they're really easy, and you'll catch on. So I'm just going to start, and we'll do it a lot so you can catch on during the song, all right? Let's start off with our little bunny, though. Here's our little bunny. Here we go. Little bunny foo-foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. Down came the good fairy and said, Little bunny foo-foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. I'll give you 3 more chances, and if you don't listen, I'll turn you into a goon. One day later, little bunny foo-foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and popping them on the head. Down came the good fairy and she said, Little bunny foo-foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the field mice and popping them on the head. I'll give you 2 more chances, and if you still don't listen, I'll turn you into a goon. The next day, little bunny foo-foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and popping them on the head. Down came the good fairy and said, Little bunny foo-foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the field mice and popping them on the head. I'll give you 1 more chance, and if you still don't listen, I'm going to turn you into a goon. One day later, little bunny foo-foo, I hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and popping them on the head. Down came the good fairy. She said, Little bunny foo-foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the field mice and popping them on the head. I gave you 3 chances and you didn't listen. So now I'm going to turn you into a goon. Poof! Isn't that a fun and silly song? I wonder what a goon is anyway. What do you think a goon is? Yeah, it could be a monster. Okay. Frog. I guess a goon could be a frog. I don't know. I think a goon's a made-up word. It's a fun word to say, though. Goon. All right. Speaking of naughty little creatures, our next book is about some naughty bears who sneak out late at night and get quite a scare. Now, this is called Bears in the Night, and it's another book by Stan and Jan Berenstain. Again, they're some of my favorite authors, so I like a lot of their books. They're so good. Bears in the Night. Whoo! In bed. Out of bed. Uh-oh. Out of bed. To the window. At the window. Out the window. That's not a very good idea. Not safe. Out the window. Down the tree. Out the window, down the tree, over the wall. over the wall, under the bridge, around the lake. Under the bridge, around the lake, between the rocks. Through the woods. Out the window, down the tree, over the wall, under the bridge, around the lake, between the rocks, through the woods. Up Spook Hill. Woo! Down Spook Hill, through the woods, between the rocks, around the lake, under the bridge, over the wall, up the tree, in the window, back in bed. Woo! Now they're safe and sound in their bed, and Mama Bear's down doing some stitching. Well, that wasn't a very safe idea to be running out the window and going out in the dark woods. They sure got a scare, and I think they learned their lesson. And now I have a feltboard story about a bear as well. And now it's time for our feltboard story. Today's feltboard story is called Brown Bear, What Do You See? Now this is by Eric Carle. If you remember, Eric Carle was also the author of our Very Hungry Caterpillar. He has a lot of fun stories and is a very great author. So he has a lot of books, so you can come check them out in our library. We have a bunch. Here we are, Brown Bear, Brown Bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Black sheep, what do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, what do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see children looking at me. Children, what do you see? We see a big brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, a goldfish, and a teacher looking at us. Isn't that a fun story? I think so. You get to do the colors and the animals. I think that's a fantastic story. Well, friends, can you believe it? Story time's already over. It flew by so fast. I had so much fun singing the songs and reading some of my favorite books with you. I hope you come and join us again next week. But don't forget, stay tuned because we'll be doing our craft next. But first, we need to sing our goodbye song. Do you remember it? Of course you do. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. But remember, we're going to say goodbye instead of hello. Okay? All right. Here we go, let's get our beat. Ready? Okay. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as quiet as we can. Goodbye. Good bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as loud as we can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as high as we can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as low as we can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as slow as we can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as fast as we can. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as nice as we can. Goodbye, friends. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a fantastic afternoon. Don't forget to stay tuned for our craft. But until then, see you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. Not too soon, baboon. Bye-bye, butterfly. Here we go, as promised, our craft, and it's going to be a bear craft. First, you take a paper plate and you cut out the center. Any kind of paper plate will do. If it's raised like this one, you're going to want to cut out so it's flat. But if you have one that's not raised, then you don't have to worry about that, and you can cut whatever size you want. This is a small plate, but you could do a big plate if that's all you have. Anyway is fine. So I already cut out my paper plate, and I ripped up some brown construction paper. Now I'm just going to take these pieces and glue them to my plate. Anywhere, wherever you'd like. This is the fun part. First, you get to rip up all the paper into any size pieces you like. Then you get to make a beautiful mess with all this glue. Oh, my fingers are already covered with glue. Look at that. And if you don't have glue, that's fine. You can just color your paper plate brown with a brown crayon or a marker, or if you have paint, you can use paint. I just like ripping up paper and gluing, so that's what I'm doing. But if you prefer to color, you're more than welcome to color because that's your choice. Now once you get all of your paper plate filled in with your ripped up paper, cut out 3 circles. That will be, 2 will be your ears and 1 will be your snout. So now we're going to tape this, we're going to glue this one, or tape, that's all you have, that works too. Right there. Then we're going to have 2 white circles and 2 smaller black circles. Or you could just cut out the white circles and color in the black circles. Those are going to be the eyes. Or you could just do black circles because it's your bear and you can have it look however you want.
we go. For the ears, I think I'm going to cut pink circles out to go in the middle of the ears. So there's going to be a little smaller than the other ones. Looks good. So then again, bust out the glue. Get it nice and covered. One ear. The second ear. Now you could do this either way. You can do it out front or behind. However you'd like to attach your ears. I like to do it behind. So I'm going to put glue on this. Just on the front. And just place it on there. And push down. Use your finger muscles. Oh no, I ripped off some of his hair. Same thing for the other one. There we go. And just to finish, I'm going to give him a nice little nose. I like to do the triangle, upside down triangle. See, 1, 2, 3 sides. Color that in. And then I like to do a smile. 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 There we go. Our paper plate bear. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.